Bee-Man Dan. Today we're doing a beehive removal on a home out here in Kingwood. I've already got the hive exposed with the siding. They are quite pissy, and so that's why I was starting the video in here, because once I get the hive exposed, I like to really apply the smoke application, get the smoke really penetrate in there, and then give the bees about 15, sometimes 30 minutes to give them the chance to eat all the honey. And Busby found a bee in here. He's going nuts for it. Show him his boss. Yeah, he really does not like bees. But anyway, so I'm about to hop out of this truck here and get over there, show y'all what we're dealing with. Once I do hop out of the truck, I'm going to start by putting my suit on first, because they're gonna come greet me, even though I'm rather a ways away. So hang with me for a moment, and then we'll be on our way. Trying to get this thing to hold down tight. All right, here we go. Clip y'all here for a moment. Alright, spin y'all around so you can see where I'm going. Grab my gloves. Now the hive is over there, but the customer placed some buckets over here for me to put some honeycomb in, so I'm going to do that. I'll clip y'all here for a moment so I can put my gloves on and y'all can get a view while I put this up. Sure, it's tucked into my gloves. I like these blue PVC gloves because they can't really sting through them. The white leather lamb gloves, they can sting through that easy, no freaking problem. Get those gloves, they are no use to me in this line of work. They might be more ideal for beekeepers who are managing their own hives, because they'll have more temperamental hives. But like a removal like this, if I had those white leather lamb gloves, I would be torn up right now. They would not be a great day. So I'm going to use this container. All right, let's go have a look. And here they are. Now this comb is a bit darker, and there are queen cups, so they have been here for a little bit. I would say at least a year. But sometimes these things can go unnoticed, and that's okay. It matters not entirely how long that they have been there, but it does help to have accurate information when possible, so that I can gauge things correctly, if you will. I'm going to put y'all a little bit further. Right about there. I think that'll be a good view. I have to kind of peek around and see. You dog can come back a little bit this way. And that'll have to do. That's as good of a spot as I'm going to be able to put y'all, where y'all can see what's going on and not be in my way. I'll move that car here in a second, don't y'all worry. Alright, I'm back. Hope y'all didn't miss me too much. Yeah. They're a little calmer than, you know, when I first did the breech, but not by much, and certainly not enough to forego the suit. That's okay. It's not going to stop us. I do wish I wasn't in the sun, but it's not too bad. right into it. Normally, I would cut the comb and keep it all whole. But I'm going to carve around the honey a little bit so that way I can get more honey to the customer in the process of all this. So I'm sure that they would appreciate that. These girls past due on their rent. At least make a payment on their way out. Lots and lots of queen cuffs here. The more queen cuffs I see, the longer I believe it's been there. And there's some going down behind the brick too, which is not a good sign. Hopefully I don't have to take out brick. I hate taking out brick. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just it's another added expense to the customer. You know, where like right now they're looking at a siding repair. If I had to go through the interior and go through sheetrock, they'd be looking at siding and sheetrock. And brick is its own separate entity as well, you know. Alright. That's really starting to go down. So I think I'm gonna have to. If I do, I do. Good news is we got a board back here. At least I think that's good news. They could be behind the board as well. Depends on how long they've been here. Typically I find that the first year they focus on just their one little colony, the cavity space that they're in. Ooh, man. Oh, hey, if you guys are watching, can y'all guys please turn off that dryer? Y'all are... Oh, this is terrible. Please turn that off. But if they've been there for over, golly, all this hot air is just gushing in my face right now. But if they've been there the first year they build out their comb and they try to get honey as much as possible so they can survive the first year. The second year, they start to work on queen cuffs. And they'll still continue to build honeycomb. But I find that after the second year, they start developing comb, but they don't have anywhere to put it. And so they start expanding into other sections of the home. And they don't just pick one section first. They pretty much pick them all, build into all of them, and then choose one of those build outs to favor and continue to their build out that from there. They must have been watching because the heat's off, thank goodness. Otherwise I would have had to, I don't know, stop the video and call them and ask them to stop. It's a little mud dauber nest. It's pretty common to see where bees are. More honey. a mud dauber. Here's some more honey. Here's another mud dauber. Mud daubers are, yep, I see them going back behind the board. That's not good. We're going to start with everything out here first. I don't think it'll be likely that I'll finish this video after finishing the hive. I hate getting out power tools and recording that. Now the good news here is that perhaps maybe it doesn't go down as far as I thought, because here's the bottom of the comb. You know, this would be upside down. It's at an angle like this, and so you can see that we have a finished end here. So that's good. That means that it's less likely that I'll have to go through brick. I dropped my hive tool, so I gotta go get that right fast, wherever that thing is. There it is. All right, I'm back. See if I can get this comb down here right fast. See how far it goes. Oh no. Oh no, it's much bigger. It's going all the way over to the next section. Yep, it just dropped it. So, yeah, the way that I'm seeing the comb built over, I'm going to say they've been here for 2 years. At least. If I can get this piece out, here we go. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yep, definitely gonna have to bust out more tools again. Well, not more tools, the same tools. I like to put my tools away whenever I get a chance, because usually I don't have multiple sections like this, but it happens from time to time. But I like to put my tools away so that it's less likely I'll get honey on it, I'll forget it, and you know, packing things away as you go makes the end of the day a lot easier than when you're finally finished doing all of everything. You got all your tools laid out and you're tired and you just want to get out of there. Chunk out, come on, go. And there we go, we got the bottom. Well, that's good. Still looking like we don't have to do more brick cutout, but I do need to do more fascia board cutout, which is pretty much right underneath where you guys are at. And like I said, you know, after 2 years, when they start to just expand, and they expand into all sections, and then they choose one to favor and then build out that section. I have no idea if they built out behind this board, maybe both. I don't know. And there might not be very much on the other side, but regardless, we got to get it out because any honeycomb that's remaining will have bee pheromones that'll continue to attract future swarms. That's even if I got the bees out, if the comb is still there, it's not going to solve the problem effectively. Knowing what I know, if I lived here and I didn't get all the comb out, I wouldn't be able to sleep right at night, just waiting, just that anxiety, anticipation of when it'll happen. So I would sleep a lot better knowing that all the honeycomb was removed and the job was done right. And that's what we're gonna do. Oh gosh. You know what? I need to go get my little step jack. They are calming down a bit more. A lot of times this can happen as you start to remove the brood from the equation. That's a nice, good chunk of comb. Mostly brood. Lots and lots of pollen. All of this is all pollen. Here, I'll break a little piece and show it to y'all. If I can get over this piece, there we go. Bam. So you can see little cells full of this colorful stuff. This right here on that corner of my blade right there, that's pollen. And some more, and that's pretty much what all these little colorful cells are. On the next one, I'll show you. You can see like all of this is pollen. Look at all of that. There's a good chunk right there. And yes, that is edible. In fact, it has all the nutrition values that you need to sustain life, with addition to water. And same can be said for honey. Honey is an acidic form, and therefore it has a lifetime preservation. As long as it's not contaminated, it'll last forever. They unearthed a mummy that was like somehow thousands of years old, and it had a jar of honey in there. Honey was still good. And also, because it's acidic, it's a good ointment for cuts. And you know, the knowledge on the pollen and the honey, the benefits of the honey, have been known for so long that the knights from the round table of King Arthur, they would carry satchels of pollen so that they can cover large distances of ground without having to stop, gather firewood, start a fire, hunt, and all that stuff. So they were able to cover more ground quickly because they were also traveling lighter. Like pollen is super light. And they carry bottles of honey for their battle wounds to prevent infections from occurring and to help with the healing. So, the more you know. Here's an example of a queen cup. This one was actually pretty close to finished. But they didn't quite make it that far on that one. And these little cells that are like this and like this, those are brood and drones. The drones are going to be the ones that really stick out here. I'll cut off these right here to demonstrate. All right, so the drone cells, you can see how it bulges out. The worker cells are more flush. And as far as honey goes, this is honey. See how I'm flaking this away and it's exposing all that glossy goodness? So that's how you tell what from what. Yeah. Well, it's all, you can eat the brood if you want to. It's very common in Asian cultures. I'm not gonna try that, because I'm an American, and we kind of frown on eating insects and pupae, and y'all get it. Most of y'all are Americans. Most of my viewers are. But I do get a lot of diversity as far as like immigrants, and oh gosh, there's one getting in my glove. And it's always really interesting to talk to everybody. Everybody has an interesting story if you just know how to get them to open up about it, I guess. Some more honey. It's like all the honey on this side. Out. Here we go. Lots of good honey on that one. And you know, with the way inflation is going, honey prices are coming up too. Which, you know, inflation sucks. But, you know, everybody has to adjust with it, you know. I'm about to adjust my own rates for B-Man Dan. You know, I hate raising my prices and everything, but when expenses are going up, and especially expenses as a means to operate go up, like gas, it has to be accounted for. But I'm not there yet, so if anybody needs a beehive removal and you've been kind of kicking it around for a bit, you might want to act soon. This looks like it's going to be the last piece for this section, and then I'll have to go get tools and start cutting out the other areas. Oh, they feel like they're in the section over this way too. Oh, yep. It is what it is. More honey, another mud dauber. I'll pull out that mud dauber before I throw it into the honey collection. Alright, here we go. Alright, there's more still that I can try to reach. Let's get it. kind of goes on the other side though. And yeah, there's another one. May as well leave it until I get this board cut out. Well, you know, it actually doesn't come too far over this way. I might leave that. I see the population of bees going over this way, but I don't see the evidence of comb. There's definitely, I definitely got to get this board out. That's just no question. I have to get this board out. All right, well, be right back, guys. But I will say that this is probably about as exciting as it gets. So if you guys want to stop watching the video, I totally understand. If you liked it up to this point, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, as it does help the channel tremendously. And I hope to see you guys next time. But otherwise, if you want to continue to watch, stick around. I'll be right back. on. It's like one little niche. There we go. Cool. All right. Kind of pretty much everything past here is going to be honey. Queen does not like to move from section to section. She will stay in the section which started and stick with it before she moves into another one. Oh shit. I did not think about the bees that would be in here. I'm sitting here scraping away at their numbers. It's a good way to get them riled up. Start scraping a bunch. Come on, there we go. Alright, that piece. May as well pull out this insulation, it's in the way. One thing I hate about messing with insulation when doing hive removal. Makes me come up with chicken hands here. Alright. A little bit more comb. In fact, let me show y'all what it is I'm looking at here. So, here's where the board was cut out, where the face was, and I could see that bit of a honeycomb over there, and there was a few pieces over here. But now, you can see a lot of them are hiding back here. Guys, and here, observe the action a little better. Yeah, they are definitely a lot calmer. And that's a good sign that you really got a majority of their comb. Because it's the brood comb that they're protective of, and so a lot of times when you remove the comb, they're left with nothing to protect. And so alright. Well, let's be back action time. And for anybody wondering, these bees do get safely extracted, and humanely so that they may be relocated to an apiary afterwards, where they can recover and continue to thrive in our environment. So, for anybody, any sympathizers out there, know that these bees are being essentially rescued. Way where the masses are hiding. Alright, so there are still probably quite a few bees hiding in masses somewhere where I can't see or reach them. I think it's a pretty good chance that I've removed enough that they will move on, but I will probably take a lunch break someplace nearby. Give them like 30 minutes to an hour to kind of like calm down and maybe regroup where I can access them, and I'll get them that way. But otherwise, we are done. Oh, actually, and you know, before we're done, I'll point out that I think I have the queen, and this is how I can tell. Notice they're all hugging that wall where the exhaust there is. And so it's likely that I have the queen because it's blowing her pheromones around, and they're trying to find her because they can smell her. They just don't realize how to get in the back and such. So more assurances that mission was complete and successful. So let's all look at all this honeycomb one more time. It's all the brood stuff you don't want to eat, and then here's all the edible stuff. So yeah, they got a lot of honey. I think they're gonna appreciate that. I'm gonna wash off my hand here so that I can end this video, because For anybody who's used to watching my videos, y'all know that it's really hard to press the finish button, and I don't want to get honey on my gloves. Alright guys, well, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, again, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, as it does help the channel tremendously. And this will get uploaded to YouTube once a week. And so I hope to see you guys next time.